Good morning. In the final year of my theological studies at Columbia Theological Seminary, I was presented with a rare opportunity to have breakfast with Desmond Tutu, Archbishop of South Africa. The only thing is, I was not aware that I was having breakfast with Desmond Tutu. I knew he was a clergy because he had his clergy robe on. He had a clerical collar on. That's all that I knew, and I was having breakfast with him. And he asked me this question: Doug, as you're finishing your theological studies, where is your passion? Where is your interest the most in the pursuit of ministry? I gave him a flippant answer, one that I was immediately sorry for, but the answer I gave him was, apparently my interest is in world mission. He said, Doug, I heard you being flippant. Can you tell me why you said that? I said, well, my interest is to serve a congregation and to preach well to them week after week, sharing my love for Jesus Christ and inviting them to come and enter into a similar relationship. But I have fallen in love with a woman, and we are engaged to be married, who has given her life to world mission. I believe that I must now develop an interest in world mission because that is her heart, that is her love. What Desmond Tutu said to me at that time changed the trajectory of my ministry and my studies. He said, Doug, world mission is urgently important. It is the lifeblood of the church. Not only world mission, but mission in the local community, mission in the nation where you minister, as well as the world. Yes, world missions are important. But something else is more urgent right now in the Church of Jesus Christ, not just in this nation, but throughout the world. He said, what we need are pastors who come aside local congregations and give them help in spiritual formation. You see, Doug, the church throughout the world has become very shallow. People are not leaning into a relationship with Jesus Christ on a daily basis anymore. They've reduced the Christian faith to a confession of faith without understanding that the faith is something that you do, and you do preferably in community. We need to help people to lean into a relationship with Jesus Christ so that they are transformed. Heart and mind, behavior, everything is transformed to conform to the teachings of Christ. Don't neglect spiritual formation, said Desmond Tutu. So therefore, years later, I did my doctoral studies at Fuller Theological Seminary in spiritual formation, and it remains my passion today. We are called to hear, as the people of God, that we have a choice. We can either have our hearts and our minds and our behaviors transformed by the world, which is pervasive, or we can intentionally pay attention to the teachings of Jesus Christ and have Christ change our heart and our mind and therefore our behavior. On January 20th, we will swear into office a new person for president. It may be Trump, it may be Biden, but on January 20th, someone will be sworn in as the president of the United States. And as democracies go, as voting in a democracy goes, there are going to be some people who are very excited about the person who's being sworn into office, and there will be others who are brokenhearted about their candidate not becoming the next president of the United States. What the world will tell us to do, if we are one of those groups, is that those who are having their candidate of choice installed as the president of the United States, they will lift their heads up in pride. They will say, we won. There will be an arrogance about their victory. And those who lost, who stood with the candidate that's not being sworn in as the president of the United States, they will feel despair and perhaps even a loss of hope. But for those who've leaned deeply into a relationship with Jesus Christ, their behavior will be changed. What I mean specifically is that if your candidate is sworn in as the president of the United States, as a disciple of Jesus Christ, you will experience humility, understanding that there are people who are disappointed, understanding that your candidate is not perfect, and understanding that Jesus Christ ultimately is Lord, today and always. And for those who lost, those who stood with a candidate that is not sworn in, you will understand that our hope continues to be in Jesus Christ. Understand that neither Donald Trump nor Joe Biden are the Savior of this nation. We have one Savior, and that is Jesus Christ. humility, and hope. All of us can have one or both of those on January 20th. Thank you.